We welcome you back to River City Hardball. We're presented by DBAT Jacksonville. I'm your host, Andrew Gibson. What a great pleasure it is to welcome on one of the latest draft picks of the New York Yankees. He's out of Jacksonville, Atlantic Coast High School, went to St. John's River State College, then on to Auburn, and now he's going to be a New York Yankee, a member of their organization. Welcoming on Tanner Bauman, here a Jacksonville native, joins us right now. Tanner, congratulations, man. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing great. Appreciate you having me on here.
Tanner, I want to ask you the first thing. Tell me what that was like when you got drafted. What was that experience like for you?
It was just a surreal feeling of just, you kind of just go through a blur of just thinking like of all the hard work and all the sacrifices you've made to get to this point. And then, it doesn't feel real in that moment. And then, you just kind of look back at all the memories and all the things that you've gone through to get to that point, and it makes it even more special.
Tanner, take me back to that moment. Was it a phone call? Was it a text message? When did you know you were drafted by the Yankees?
Yeah, so it was a phone call. They called like a round ahead and kind of just ask for my input on this, would I do this, all this, kind of just like the business side of things. And then I really didn't know for sure until the pick came out, because usually it's kind of just you go off the trust with your agent or your advisor, but they don't officially tell you that they're going to take you. So it was I was kind of getting a little nervous when the picks were getting closer and closer and closer, and I hadn't received a call, and I was like, okay, wait, are they taking me or are they not? But I had like a feeling before, and I talked with them before, and as the pick got closer, I just started to get more nervous, and then I officially knew it was real whenever I saw my name on the TV screen.
What was that feeling like when you saw your name up there?
just 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 I couldn't even wrap my head around it. Just one of those feelings where, like, all the hard work's finally started to pay off. Um, just this is what you dream of as a kid, playing in your front yard, playing high school ball, playing college ball. It's good to go, play a Division I program like Auburn, or get the chance to play high school baseball or college baseball. But getting drafted to an organization as prestigious as the New York Yankees it's something that you could, go with for the rest of your life and tell people for a long time. So that's like top shelf when it comes to dreams and accomplishments in your life.
Tanner Bauman is our guest from the Jacksonville area. He born and raised in Jacksonville, went to Atlantic Coast High School, went on to pitch for St. John's River State College. We mentioned he also found success at Auburn and then drafted Monday in the ninth round by the New York Yankees. And you just led me to that next question. Being drafted by the New York Yankees, a legendary franchise in all of sports, not just baseball, but when you think about those pinstripes and just the legends that have come through New York, I mean, what does that make you think about?
It's just crazy because they have so much history with the organization. They have such a crazy fan base, and so many people that support them. Not just in New York, but across the country and even outside of the country. Everywhere you go, you'll see someone wearing a New York hat, wearing a Yankees jersey, something. And there's just so many great people that have played in the organization, Hall of Famers, and just people that represented them so well. So to be considered by an organization of that caliber means a lot, because obviously they've dealt with a lot of talent in their time being an organization. So to recognize me and give me the chance to be one of their 20 draft picks is very special, and it feels very good that they're willing to take a chance on me and develop me more and more as a baseball player.
Tanner, who called you?
It was a scout, an area scout for the Yanks. Chuck Bartlett. He kind of covers the Southeast for the Yankees. He called me, talked to me and my advisor, asked if I was willing to sign with the Yankees, and I was like, "Yes, sir, of course, obviously." And
Did you
those
say,
those
where
he
do I
was,
sign?
yeah, he was the main guy to reach out and talk to me, and then the special assistants and the big guys, they're so worried and focused on the draft to where they don't have all these time to make these calls and do all these crazy things. So
Yeah.
um as much as time as they can save on worrying about everything else, Chuck was able to talk to me because we've had prior relationships and prior conversations and phone calls. So he did a good job of reaching out to me and telling me the whole scoop of everything.
Tanner, tell Yankee fans what they're getting in the player that you are.
Just a hard worker, a guy that's come up from a different path than most people. I've never been this highly touted prospect that has been considered by many to be a professional baseball player. I've kind of had a different route than most people. I was a late developer, not a great high school baseball player. Had to find a way to develop at a junior college for 2 years where it was just really baseball in school, and I kind of find my passion there. And somehow a coach took a chance on me to go play at a SEC school as prestigious as Auburn. And then now I'm somehow getting a chance to go play for the New York Yankees. So it's kind of just been one of those where, you might not be the most highly touted player, but you just find a way to get to each level one step at a time. So they're going to get someone that works their butt off and never makes excuses and is going to continue to work as hard as you can until ultimately I get to fulfill a dream of playing in the big leagues one day.
That development that you went through at Auburn, what was that stint of your college career like? How did that prepare you from going to the SEC to now being drafted by a major league club?
Yeah, so I mean it's just nothing I've ever experienced until you get there. I kind of was never really developed or I kind of just played baseball on my own growing up. Never really worked with someone to that caliber that the Auburn coaches are. So getting to a place like that and finding out about all the technology that goes into baseball and all the work and the nutrition and all the strength and conditioning, everything like that makes it a lot easier to throw a baseball harder or be more consistent when you have a team like that to work with you every single day. And as you get to this next level in pro ball, it's going to be even better because you have the best in the world that do this for a living. So they're going to take the time to find every single thing that can make you better, and it'll just continue to help me develop as a baseball player in so many different ways.
So for Yankee fans that are wondering, all right, we just got this guy from Auburn. He's from Jacksonville, ninth round pick. What kind of player is he? What does he throw? Tell Yankee fans what's in your arsenal on the mound.
I really just tell this to people this all the time. I'm a big lefty that is funky and an uncomfortable at bat. I'm not going to blow you away with 99 miles an hour like some of the other guys in the league and all that stuff. I'm just a guy that knows how to pitch, doesn't throw anything straight, and likes to get ahead, throw strikes, and get swing and miss. I'm not going to be afraid to go at hitters. I don't care who it is in the box. I'm going to go at him with what I got and see what he can do with it and never be afraid to challenge somebody.
So since you were drafted on Monday, did you watch that All-Star game last night and say, Aaron Judge is going to be my teammate one day, and maybe
Yeah,
Soto?
I saw him and Soto hitting 3-4 hole for the AL. I was like, it'd be pretty cool to play with them one day. So
Yeah, pretty cool. Hey, a few more minutes here with you, Tanner. Really appreciate a few minutes of your time. I know this has got to be, what kind of whirlwind week has this been for you? The draft process, where am I going to go? Where am I packing up and leaving to? What's this week been like?
it's been so crazy. I don't even think it's hit me yet. Because it's all kind of happened so fast. I think it'll start to hit me whenever I head to the complex to sign and get all that figured out. I think it'll finally hit whenever I'm just settled down, but I really haven't settled down since it's happened. I've kind of just been worried about, getting things ready to go, staying with the process of working out and throwing and keeping the body in shape. But it's been crazy. Just the people that have been nice enough to reach out and give their best wishes to me and, be able to talk to old coaches and players that, are, say they're proud of me and all that stuff. It's been awesome. It's been everything that I could ever ask for and just an awesome experience to go through.
Have you been able to sleep this week? Because I imagine if I was drafted by the Yankees, I'd be waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning being like, is this real?
The first night after day one of the draft, after the first and second round, I'm not gonna lie, I had that feeling that it was gonna be day two, and
Okay.
I couldn't sleep because I was just thinking, oh, which teams are gonna be? Which teams are gonna be? And then once the Yankees called and I had the news that I was drafted by them that night, I was just so excited. I was like, oh gosh, I just want to go play already. Like I just want to get up there and go play, put on the uniform, all that stuff. So it's been very exciting. I haven't got much sleep.
Yeah.
But I still have a ton of energy, so I'm ready. I'm ready to go to work and see what happens.
A couple more for you before we let you go. Your dad said that he got a New York style pizza to celebrate. What was that pretty enjoyable for you?
It was. Yeah, they tried to make it as New York as possible. So that's what my family does. They try to find everything they can to make it as relatable as possible when it comes to celebrations and all that stuff.
Where'd you get it from? You want to give anybody a shout out?
Yeah, I'm gonna give these people a shout out because I thought it was the funniest thing. My mom was like, you know what, we're gonna go get you some New York style pizza. I'm like, okay, well, she's about to find like, a little smaller place, some people from New York, like some crazy New York style pizza. I'm like, I don't know where it is in Jacksonville, but we'll see. She comes home with boxes of Domino's. I'm like, that New York style pizza at Domino's, they have like, apparently they have this New York style pizza that you can get at Domino's. And I'm like, that's Domino's. That is not New York style pizza. Now we all started cracking up, but I thought that was really funny whenever she brought that home.
I'll tell you a place, Tony D's, Bay Meadows. You're familiar with Bay
That's
Meadows.
that's what my
It's
dad was saying. That's what he thought they were going to do, but then they're doing Domino's.
it's really good, dude. Like I've never been to New York. Like I haven't made that experience yet, but I've heard that like it's legit. Like I've been there, but I don't know what to, you know what I mean? Like I don't know what to compare it to,
Yeah.
but like it's really really legit. But that's a cool story. Um, so what's next? What's going on next for Tanner Bauman? Are you reporting to the Tarpons facility? Where are you going?
Yeah, so I'm going to Tampa today.
Mhm.
That's where their spring training is. Their facilities, the Tarpons are there, everything. I'm not going to go play with the Tarpons because they've got a couple weeks left in their season. I've kind of been down for a little bit since the season's been over. So they just said, there's no point in going to throw 10, 15 innings right now. You got stuff, you could develop. So I'll go over there, get checked in, get accommodated, get used to the flow of things, how pro ball works. Kind of get my feet wet and get settled in, and just start working in Tampa at the facility and get to know guys, develop relationships, and just hopefully develop as a baseball player and get better and better each and every day.
Who were you a fan of growing up? Did you have the Yankees ever in mind? Were you a Braves fan being from the South? Who
You
did
know
you
what's
grow up
funny
rooting for?
is I
Yeah.
actually grew up. My grandma was a diehard Rays fan,
Okay.
so I kind of got that off her. So we didn't cheer for the Yankees that much. We were more of a Rays fan. I was a big Evan Longoria guy when I was younger. Um, and then as I got older and older, I kind of, developed into just cheering for pitchers as it grew. But yeah, when I was really young, I went for the Rays all the time. So it's pretty crazy to be with the Yankees now.
Yeah, that's your team now, so you got to go
Yeah.
with them. Was there any pitcher specifically? You mentioned that you rooted for pitchers. Was there anybody specifically that you maybe modeled your game after?
I was too young to see this guy, but I always watch videos of him all the time, and it's Randy Johnson. Just
Yeah.
being a taller lefty, funky lefty. I wish I threw as hard as Randy Johnson, but no, I always grew up watching him. Guys like Madison Bumgarner, those
Yep.
just the different type of lefties that you normally see, the funkier ones. The Chris Sale's someone that I get all the time.
Yep.
At Auburn, a lot of guys tell me Chris Sale, which I'm like, he's way too good, but thank you. I appreciate that. Guys like that, the different types of lefties with the lower slots, the funkier deliveries. Guys like that are kind of who I grew up watching and try to model my game after.
So Tanner, you're pitching in the big leagues with the Yankees one day coming up soon. You've got two on, two out. You got, let's see, Trey Turner's at the plate. What are you going with? Are you going a slider? Where are you going on what's your best offering?
If I want to strike Trey out, I'm gonna throw him some sliders back foot. Um, as a right-handed hitter, I love throwing sliders to back foot righties. If I want to get a quick out, if I need just an out, a quick out, I'm gonna throw him a sinker, get a ground ball, let the guys up the middle, turn double play or step on second, throw it to first, whatever. But probably those two pitches to him in that scenario.
Good stuff. Tanner Bauman, I know you got a lot going on today and this week. You're going to Tampa. You're about to sign, correct? You're about to sign your contract?
Yes, sir.
That's exciting. Awesome
Very.
stuff, man. Really appreciate a few minutes of your time this morning. And best of luck to you, man. We're going to see you in the big leagues. I have no doubt. Congratulations on all your success. And we'll talk to you soon, man.
Thank you. Appreciate you again for having me up here, and I appreciate it all.